My goodness. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Bonjour.
Good evening from last night.
Hey, some people partied hardy last night.
Some folks hang out.
But it's all good. We're here. Happy Saturday. Happy Sabbath day, and still happy 2019.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's awesome. It is an awesome day. I'm Wyoming.
I am Linda.
I'm Peg.
And I'm Charlene.
And we are
Four Sisters Live.
And we're going to have an awesome day today. We have some sisters in the house. It's about the sisters. We already know it's about the sisters, Peg.
That's right.
It is about the women of 2019. Women going to be doing it big. We're already doing it big.
Oh, yeah.
This is the year of the women. We said that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is the year of the women. What's up, Facebook? Love
Hey,
y'all.
Facebook.
Hey, everybody out there.
Show you how it's done
I'm telling
this
you,
year.
man,
Let's
it's
look
from
over
week to week. We miss each other, but when we come, we bring this energy because we've been doing so much throughout the week. These ladies, I don't see them much. I talk to them during the week, and I know they're on the road.
They be
Charlene
texting,
in California,
texting.
she just flew back in yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she just flew back in.
Get them, fly girl.
She was all the way in Atlanta, and she definitely just got back to yesterday.
Fly girl.
Fly girls, yeah.
I just got back from work.
She just got back from being furloughed.
She furloughed to DC.
We're going away for a long
She was
time.
on a long time.
30-some days, y'all.
She flew up out of her house.
Long vacation.
Look, hey Linda, you flew up out of her
vacation.
house. She flew up out of her house.
It was a vacation.
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 So we are doing it.
Vacation.
We are doing it. I am so excited as always. I'm happy because it's a beautiful day. I mean, God grant us this day. He granted us the sunshine to see it, and we woke up and we see it, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
It's wonderful. God does some marvelous things, even in the
Awesome.
snow.
Awesome.
The weather's cold,
He gives us
but
what he
we are
needs.
warm in here. We're warm in our
Yeah.
hearts,
Yeah.
and so we got a great day. We're going to be discussing some things, ladies and gentlemen, that the subject matter, as you all know, how we break it down. Every Saturday of the month, we have various topics in the community that we're speaking on, and this platform deal with all the things that we can help the community be aware. We want you to engage. We want to empower you and enlighten you on some things that are going on. And women, we have it hard, but we're making it, we're making it happen.
We make it look
time.
easy.
You know,
though.
we have some hard roads to go, man.
We
I
make it
mean,
look-
God
but we
birthed
make it
us
so
as
easy.
queens.
Yeah.
You know, he birthed us as queens.
That's right.
But sometimes we feel a little different, but hey, we wear different hats, but we got to keep that crown on because this is who we are. And so today we're going to deal with some issues. Many of you already know the topic that when we do talk about it, you've been aware of for some time now.
February.
And
The top of the month already.
yeah, it's top of the month already. We
Yeah,
in
just-
February,
yeah,
Black
February.
History Month. Hello.
Yes.
It is Black
Women's
History
History,
Month.
Heart Month.
Women History is next
Heart
month,
Month, yeah.
and Heart Month.
Is this
These
month.
ladies wore red last night. What happened last night?
What
you
in
guys?
the world happened?
I want to know because I love
We're
red.
gonna
Red
leave
is
it in
my
the room.
favorite
Ooh.
color. What happened in the red stays in the red. No.
No, we got to put this out there. We got to put it out
Did
there.
y'all
we had
tear the
fun.
roof? Yeah, did y'all tear the roof off the sucker? What happened? All I seen was
It was like,
it was amazing.
I know
I
it
got
was
to
nice.
witness on Facebook, you guys, every praise to our God, but like that was like really high. I like the candlelight deal that you guys
This is
did.
a
Yeah.
candle.
So
This is a
I
candle.
know it was beautiful
Right. It
last
was to
night.
represent all the women.
This is the
that
program
had
from
heart
last night
attacks.
that our sister girl Florence Champagne, she hosted this. She is the founder of this magnificent red dress gala award. Mama was supposed to have gotten an award.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, believe it or not, all my sisters, finally have all of them, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And my mom to come over, and because of the snow,
Yeah,
we didn't want to take that chance.
Yeah, no, you definitely
we don't do
Nah.
snow. I don't do
Nah.
snow.
Yeah,
We tractor
definitely.
trailers, but I don't do snow. So you will not find me out in the snow. So shout out to moms. I understand, especially
Yeah.
coming from that,
Just be safe
yeah.
than sorry.
Yeah.
The better,
that's
definitely.
definitely.
At her age, definitely. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
You
that's
got to
not
do
good for
that.
her.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. So we're going to have Mama on the phone one day. We're going to probably have Mama call in
Have
next
Mama
week.
call in.
Yeah, we're going to award
Oh,
Mama
why don't we
next
just
week.
bring her
honoring-
here and she spend the night with you and then we bring her in?
We could do that
You
too.
can do
Yeah,
that too.
I'm gonna bring
Weather
her in.
providing, and
Yeah.
of course,
Have a slumber
would
party
love
at
it.
your house.
I know she will. We got to get Mama in here. Love her, Mom.
Yeah,
But
this is beautiful.
But yeah, last night you had a great time. We're going to talk about that next week. Today is our domestic violence segment. We got a couple of our sisters here to talk about some things relative to that. You all know how sensitive that is to us. It's hard to kind of talk about that, but it's happening, so we got to deal with it.
Got to deal
Can't
with
keep sweeping it under the rug. So we're going to deal with that today. But next week we got health and wellness, and that's what we're going to really talk about because it's Heart Health Month.
Exactly.
And we got to really deal with that and talk about our health women. We already know we're getting our health together this year, getting our wealth together this year. So we got a lot of work to do. So we're going to make it happen. But today, somebody say today. Today we have an awesome stage production we're going to present to you that you all should go out and support. It's going to be coming up very soon this month, and I think February the 18th. We have the director of Vagina Monologue here, and she's going to be talking about that. She has a couple of her cast members who are going to show us a couple and present some of the monologues today on our stage so that we can go into our conversation. We're going to have a conversation today. We want you all out there to call in if you can. If you want to comment, you can. Ladies, men, you can definitely engage as well. But we're going to talk about some things today that has been on the news for the past several weeks now. And so we want to delve in that. But before we do that, we are going to take a commercial break. I think anybody have anything they want to say?
I do want to
Charlene?
say something. Did you say that she's going to do the vagina dialogue?
Not vanilla.
Not chocolate.
It's not chocolate.
But
It's
don't
called
get me to
vagi-
go there. All of that can go on there. But anyway, I'm just kidding. So, the vagina. So stay tuned.
Vagina.
Go right back over.
Get the
vagina.
Monologue.
Monologue.
Yes.
Woo, those two together. Okay.
If you have not heard,
this is
heard
good.
about
I've heard of this.
particular piece,
Yes.
it is not new. It has gone around the communities
Yes.
for some time now.
Yes.
And I think it's very much something that we try to. Some people don't like to deal with certain topics. It's like, "Ooh." But you know what? We're
Yeah,
not
talk
virgins.
about it.
We're not virgins.
It's
I am.
Oh my God!
That was saved by the bell. Lightning didn't come down.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Let me
So,
see.
Charlene.
Hello.
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 Yeah, hello is right.
This is going to be so fun. So I can't wait to hear that. But I wanted them to be clear about what we're going to be talking about. And this monologue, I think it's an incredible monologue. I have heard it before. I've never went to the play. So this is going to be an honor
interesting.
to go now and meet
We want to support
the writer.
We want to
Like,
support.
this is so
Right,
amazing.
We
in the
definitely
house.
want to support the
In the-
sisters.
they're in the
the
house.
Sisters Network.
They're in the house, guys. Y'all
is going
look,
to do
they're in
that.
the house.
So we're
She's
going
in the house.
they're in the house. So we're going to take a quick break. We ready, Dante? We're going to take a quick break.
Who's calling?
And we're
It's
going to
probably
call
Florence.
right. It's probably Florence when we get Florence when we come back. But we're going to take a quick break and come right back.
These
right
messages will be right back.
Doing the dad thing. I speak of wondrous, unfamiliar lessons from childhood. Make you remember how to
Hello, my name is
smile
Keisha
good.
Martin
A
Birney
free
with the
currency,
Martin
coast
Birney
language,
at Remax Realty
anti-label,
Center in
world famous on Broadway.
We have been
Joe
licensed for over 17 years in the DMV. Whether you're looking to purchase, sell, or invest in a home, we have an excellent team of realtors who can assist you with all of your real estate needs. You can contact us at themartinburneyGroup.com, on social media, Facebook, and Instagram. Hello, my name is Keisha Martin Birney with the Martin Birney Group at Remax Realty Center in Albany, Maryland. We have been licensed for over 17 years in the DMV. Whether you're looking to purchase, sell, or invest in a home, we have an excellent team of realtors who can assist you with all of your real estate needs. You can contact us at themartinburneyGroup.com, on social media, Facebook, and Instagram, themartinburneygroup.com. You can also give us a call at 240-398-0173. Once again, 240-398-0173. 398-0173. And remember, everything that we touch turns to sold.
Vox Wave, baby. We would like to thank everybody that's a part of Vox Wave. All my personalities, all the DJs, all the entrepreneurs, the musicians. Last year, we collected over 600 toys for our annual toy drive. The year before, we collected 200 toys. So we tripled the amount of toys we were able to get and receive from different organizations. This year, right now, 2019, we are doing our Coach Drive is in full effect right now. Coach Drive in full effect right here at Vox Wave. Hey, if you need help with anything, toys, food, anything in the community you may need help with, give us a call at 240-832-4455. We are here for the community. So if you need anybody, anyone that may need help, Vox Wave can maybe give you a hand, help you out with something you may need. So we want to thank you for logging on and tuning in and look forward to a great year. It's Vox
On the side of it. We are back. We are back. Woo, 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 woo. A lot of stuff going on. But it's all, I know you're just busy in here sliding.
We got to get Linda in. Come on over a little bit.
Come on in. Let me slide on.
We like
Linda.
this tightness.
Okay.
I got a lot of room over here. I'm feeling lonely.
Hi, Keisha.
Keisha's in the house. Hi, Keisha.
Hi, Lord. Hey, y'all.
Keisha Wade.
Okay, so we are back for real. And so what's going on right now? We have Crystal McLaughlin in the house. Chrissy.
Hi.
If you all remember her, she came in November.
With
Shanti.
Yes.
And she was so impressed with what was going on, what we're doing, and the things that are going on with us as ladies. She wanted to present, and she did present who she is, what she does, what's happening with her. I'm so excited. She has a bio, but guess what? We're not going to get into that because you're going to introduce yourself. You're going to tell us who you are, what's going on, and also introduce your lovely production that's about to come.
Well, thank you, ladies, for having me.
Put your mic up in your mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry. Put it in my mouth.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, kings and queens, and everyone in between. My name is Crystal McLaughlin. I am the director for Vagina Monologues East of the River, Washington, D.C. That's East of the River, Ward 7 and Ward 8. We were invited out today to let the community know and champion vaginas. This is one reason why I'm here. February is Heart Month, but I declared it Vagina Month. It's also Black History Month, but for us, for our purposes today, I declared it Vagina Month.
Yes. Duly noted. Yes.
Vagina Month. So just to give everyone some background on Vagina Monologues, it was written by a playwright author by the name of Eve Ensler. She's an advocate, a social awareness advocate who just championed women, who went around globally to talk to women, to interview women about different experiences that they came across, whether it be sexual trauma, whether it be coming into their own womanhood, whether it be coming into, just dealing with all types of issues regarding women, gender issues, coming into your own sexuality. So the Vagina Monologues, we have a cast of 15 women. Awesome. And these monologues, they range from topics from the taboo of the word vagina. We're talking about different names we give vagina. We're talking about, different sexualities, how a person became to love their vagina. Just a lot of things surrounded. That's our theme, Vagina Monologues. A lot of people, are they become squeamish and get turned off by the word. But I tell people all the time, vagina is life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
We will not be here without the vagina.
Come on and touch it.
We can't have a conversation about it. And women and feminine hygiene products and women's health, period, it's a multi-billion-dollar business.
That's right.
Clearly, somebody is talking about vagina.
Somebody
is getting paid.
Some money.
I want to get paid.
Somebody is getting paid.
Yeah.
So, with that being said,
You can take that any way you want. But I digress. Go on.
So, written by Eve Ensler again 20 years ago, she embarked on this journey to give everybody permission to champion women in vaginas globally. We at V-Day EOTR, you can follow us on Instagram. We are grassroots effort again. We're championing the V-Day movement. Our funds that we are raising from our performances and our fundraisers and our outreach, they actually help benefit local organizations that champion women's rights, and also things and adversities that affect us as women, particularly black women of color, black women in our community. So our upcoming performance, let me get to the juicy details so we can just bring you into the womb.
Yes,
we can represent.
Yes.
Represent.
Set it up.
February 18th.
Yes, okay.
That's
Come on,
a
somebody.
President's Day weekend. President's Day weekend. A Monday. Holiday. A lot of people do not have to work on Monday. We have 2 shows to accommodate everyone. A 3 p.m. show, a 7 p.m. show. Anacostia Art Center, that is located on Good Hope Road over in
Hope Road.
Southeast D.C. Yes,
Yeah,
Anacostia
yeah,
Art Center.
Ward,
Yes,
Ward.
Southeast.
Southeast in the
Southeast,
house.
the soul.
Tell them what
of
ward that's going to
Washington.
be in. Ward?
The Ward
Oh,
8.
Ward 8 in the house. Okay,
Ward 8,
Ward
yes.
8.
Yes. But we're east of the river. We're representing all of D.C. All of D.C. Our website to purchase tickets, V-Day, V-D-A-Y, E-O-T-R,
Yes.
dot splash that.com. Again, that is V-Day, E-O-T-R, dot splash that.com. So I want everyone to come out. Bring your mother, bring your father, bring your favorite vagina in your life. Bring yourself. I'm inviting everybody. If you have a woman, and I really drive this home to a lot of people. Again, this is not a monologue that's taboo. I want to get out of that conversation or not begin having those conversations with women about how to protect themselves, how to protect their person. Our hashtag this year is Secure the Purse. I know a lot of ladies, as you were growing up, your mother's coins your private area as your purse or your cookies or your box, and you don't let nobody touch that. You don't give anybody permission to unless you want to give them permission to do it.
Right.
So our theme this year is secure the purse because we want to let everyone know out here, ladies, women, woman, queens.
I've heard that.
Queens, protect your purse. Protect your person. I am here championing for you, sis. I am 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 championing for every woman out here. Come on out. Vagina Monologues.
February the 18th.
E-River. February 18th.
February 18th.
February, Anacostia Art Center.
What are the
Tickets are on
tickets
sale
there?
now.
How much are they?
$15.
$15.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
That's not bad.
Yes.
That's not bad. How
That's
long is
good.
the performance in general?
So the performance takes place, our actual monologue performance takes place for about 90 minutes. However, the program, we have a little excerpt on the end of the tail end of the program and the beginning of the program. So just expect to be in there for about 2 hours.
Okay.
No intermission. Just to let you know, no intermission. So, get your bathroom breaks and your refreshments beforehand because once you go into the canal, we're not letting you out until we let you out. We're not letting you out until we release you. Until
That's
we
all
birth
good.
you.
Yeah,
What's the age limit?
So the age, I've been getting that question a lot.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about something. Go on, age limit.
So
Yes.
this is just me. So the monologue is for mature audiences.
Okay.
I will say that. Let me stress this, for mature audiences only. However, because there's a lot of language in the monologues that just maybe just too mature for, a minor. However, for a mother who has maybe a teenage son or daughter, and you're having those conversations with them right now about protecting themselves, their health, going into womanhood, what it means to, just protect yourself and protect the next person over childbirth, just being aware of sexual trauma and how to protect yourself from that. I think that would be a good monologue to have your child to come out to. I don't have an age range, but if I was to put a number on it,
10.
I wouldn't say 10 because again,
But I'm just saying.
It's starting.
it is starting.
Let me just say
It
this.
is starting,
Let
yeah.
me just interrupt it. Now,
Scary.
I mean, it's in this discretion.
What do y'all
Parental discretion is
It's
always
advised.
advised.
Yeah.
Advised.
Okay, but these young girls are having relations at that age.
Yeah.
Not only are they having relations at that age, they're being touched at that age. They're uncomfortable.
Yes.
They may not have come into their own to understand it.
Yeah.
But they are, at some point, someone out there is introducing them to life beyond their year, beyond them being prepared.
Exactly.
Not only that, some of our young ladies at 10 years old start a minstrel at that age.
They do.
And they need to understand
The process.
what's going on with their bodies.
And what
Their
could possibly
bodies are
happen.
beginning to
Yeah.
change. They're beginning to develop. They're beginning to have breasts. Yes. They are. I took my goddaughter to get her first bride at that age. I think she was about close to 10.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm just saying. So yeah. So we want them to know, of course, your discretion on that.
Yeah.
But it's not that a parent can come if they
Yes.
wanted to bring
Yes.
them.
Yes.
Because the mothers need to
Need to
start
have
having
a
a conversation.
conversation.
This
Anyway,
performance actually segues to have the conversation.
and how to have
Yes.
the conversation and prepare them for
Right.
that, because they already say, tell you, even your sons, no one should touch you inappropriately. And if they are, I want you to tell mommy. I want you to tell daddy.
Right, and I, think
want you to
it's
say
like
something.
important right now. I was just watching Dr. Oz yesterday as he was interviewing one of the victims in the R. Kelly trials, and I really feel bad because here was a young lady, perfect family. She decided, I'm just going to do what I want to do. So by the time she was 17, she left home and she met R. Kelly. Her sister had taken her to a concert, and she met R. Kelly. He gave her a number. They exchanged numbers. I'm like, how weird is that? Y'all must have had a VIP back there, because back in the day, like Jamie Foxx, like I was. Never mind. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, but I'm just saying, he never was like, here, come and meet me in my room or anything. But this man gives this young lady who's barely 18 his number.
Close that.
And then he tells her to call, and then soon they start, going out on dates. And next thing you know, she finds out that she has an STD, herpes. And so now this attorney that's fighting for this young girl against R. Kelly is saying, you had an STD and you endangered another person's life, and you knowingly had it because other young girls who were younger than her told you had it. So that's why I asked you, because it was a 14-year-old that was in the house with R. Kelly. They actually got it, but didn't know what to do. Didn't know why these things were happening to her body. And this young lady, she comes out and she talks about it, and she's not ashamed. And it's like, parents are like, well, I didn't know my daughter is going through this. So imagine if we were introducing this type of monologue to, saying parents, you don't know what's going on with your daughter because they're not talking.
Right.
Her parents were pastors. They're pastors, so no one thinks, oh, we're not doing anything. My child is just good. I didn't know all this is going on. So imagine if we did introduce this to the church and say, come on, let's just be real. Okay, okay, there's still vaginas out there and those other little things we won't say on live TV, but you know what I'm saying? And so the conversation should be had, and that's why I was asking about the age range, because I was feeling quite heartbroken by this R. Kelly case.
About the situation.
Yeah.
So can you introduce us to
Yes, I can. So I actually brought out two of my lovely cast members. We have Bridget McClain.
Bridget.
And we also have my beautiful Megan Jones.
Hold on, guys.
And these two ladies will be giving a snippet of Vagina Monologue today. So just to give you all a FYI, we're not doing the full piece. We're going to give you a snippet, a little whiff.
little
Of
something?
the vagina. Just a little something. Just smell it, and we're going to let you go. So the ladies, they're going to introduce their monologue, and then they're going to go right into their piece.
Okay.
We're so bad.
Okay. My monologue is called Because He Liked to Look at It. And did you want me to set it up, talk a little bit about it, or just give it?
Just go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to give you guys just a little bit. You have to come out to hear the whole thing. All right, here we go. Turned out that Bob loved vaginas. He was a connoisseur. He loved the way they felt, the way they tasted, the way they smelled, but most importantly, Bob loved the way they looked. he had to look at them. The first time we had sex, he told me he had to see me. I'm right here, I said. No, you, he said. I have to see you. Turn on the light, I said, thinking he was a weirdo and freaking out because it was dark. He turned on the light and then he said, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to see you. I'm right here, I waved, right here. Then he began to undress me. What are you doing, Bob? I said. I need to see you, he replied. No need, I said. Just do it. I need to see what you look like, he said. But you've seen a red leather couch before, I said. Bob continued. He would not stop. I wanted to throw up and die. This is awfully intimate, I said. No, he said. It's who you are. I need to look. So, I held my breath, and then he looked, and looked. He got breathy, his face changed, and you know what? Bob didn't look ordinary anymore. He looked like a hungry beast. You are so beautiful, he said. You're elegant, you're deep, you're innocent, and you're wild. You saw that down there, I said? It was like he read my palm. Then he said, yeah, I saw that. And more. Much, much more.
Ooh, dear.
Okay, Megan. Going there.
Okay, so
Get to the mic.
the name of my monologue is The Little Coochie Snorcher That Could. Coochie snorcher is probably a word that we don't use these days, but from back in the day, this tells a story about a young girl who goes through adolescence and ends up having a very different experience than most of us. But she has a memory at 10 years old, and I'll tell you about that. So, at 10 years old, I'm at my father's house, and he's having a party upstairs. Everyone's drinking. I'm playing alone in the basement. And I'm trying on my new cotton white bra and panties that my father's girlfriend gave me. Suddenly, my father's best friend, this big man, Alfred, comes up from behind and pulls my new underpants down and sticks his big, hard penis into my coochie snorcher. I scream and I kick and I try to fight him off, but he already gets it in. My father's there then, and he has a gun. And there's a loud, horrible noise. And then there's blood all over me and Alfred. Lots of blood. I'm sure my coochie snorcher is finally falling out. Alfred, well, he's paralyzed for life. And my mama, she doesn't let me see my father for 7 years.
Wow. Deep. That is deep.
So again, Vagina Monologues, East of the River, February 18th, Anacostia Arts Center. That's a Monday, President's Day. We have tickets on sale now. vdayeotr.splashthat.com. I hope to see everyone. Come on out. We have more to share with everyone. I have a little piece too if we had time. Just want to do a little.
What you got? You gonna do it?
I wanted to do it. I mean,
Go
if we
do your
had time
thing.
to do a
Go.
little
What do you
piece.
think? Today is our day.
Oh,
Go
it's our
for it.
day?
And
Yeah,
then I'm
you
going to do it
got
next.
You
You
do
got a
it.
minute. You got a minute.
I got a minute?
Yeah, you got a
Okay.
minute.
So my piece is entitled Angry Vagina. My angry vagina.
I love it.
My vagina's angry. It is. It's pissed off. My vagina's furious and it needs to talk. I mean, what's the deal? An army of people out there thinking of ways to torture my poor ass, gentle, loving vagina? spending their days constructing psycho products and nasty ideas to undermine my vagina. I'm pausing because we have little words in it that I don't think it's appropriate.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Say it. This is grown-up talk. I'm sorry.
Stop shoving things up me. Stop shoving and stop cleaning it up. My vagina doesn't need to be cleaned up. It smells good already. Don't try to decorate it. Don't believe them when they say it tries to smell like rose petals and it's supposed to smell like... Then there's those exams. There got to be a better way to do those exams. Vagina's supposed to be loose and wide, not held together. Vaginas need comfort. Something to give them pleasure. No, of course, they won't do that. Hate to see a woman having pleasure, particularly sexual pleasure. Women will be coming all day long, coming in the supermarket, coming in the subway, coming happy vaginas. Woo! They wouldn't be able to stand it, seeing all these energizing, hot, happy vaginas. My vagina released a giant baby. It wants to read and know things and get out more. It wants sex. It loves sex. It wants silence and freedom. It wants to scream. It wants to stop being angry. It wants to come. It wants what it wants. It wants my vagina, my vagina.
Your vagina.
Well, it wants everything.
All right.
Come on, somebody. My turn.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this is Crystal McLaughlin. Let's give her a hand. She is bringing to the community at Anacostia Theater on February the 18th, Vagina Monologue, East of the River. And we want to support you. We definitely want to thank you and help you. We thank you for coming. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies.
And we're going to take a
so
commercial break.
beautiful.
We'll be right back. Be right back.
All right. Picture time.
you, you never know what you're going to get here at Four Sisters Live. That's how we call it Four Sisters Live. Because we really want to engage. We got to talk about these things, ladies and gentlemen. God gave it to us.
That's right.
He created us.
Yes, He
and
did.
this is part of who we are. So thank you so much, Crystal.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much
Crystal, yeah.
for being true. We got to be true to ourselves.
That's right.
And true to what's happening. But speaking of being true, what's going on, and ladies and women, we're doing it big and things are happening. I'm so excited about, again, we said last week, Camilla Harris. Is it Camilla? Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's running for president, along with other sisters that are running, Elizabeth Warren.
And you know, well, I'm not talking about women.
Sure, no.
Booker.
I'm glad you brought him up because I'm very much.
Yesterday.
Yes, Cory Booker.
Oh, really? I
Senator
didn't hear
Cory
that.
Booker. Yes, he
Wow.
announced it yesterday.
All right.
So many others are in the Democratic Party that's going to be running. But this is this is our Black History segment, so we want to go through that quickly. But we have to recognize our Black History. It's Black History Month anyways. Shirley Chisholm.
Yes.
Our girl Shirley Chisholm, you know, she was born November 30th, 1924, was an American politician, educator, and author. In 1968, she became the first black woman elected to the United States Congress, and she represented New York's 12th Congressional District for 7 terms from 1969 to 1983. In 1972, though, she became the first black candidate for a major party's nomination for President of the United States and the first woman to run for the Democratic Party's presidential nomination. I want to salute Shirley Chisholm. She's a trailblazer. We stand on her shoulders today as women, and we say that we love Shirley Chisholm on this day. I've always loved her.
I did too.
Yes.
Oh, that was a strong black woman right there.
Right.
And I think this is how we represent and who we represent because we all are Shirley Chisholm, if I must say. What you say, Shirley Chisholm?
I say.
And I tell you, our sister here, she is trailing as well.
Yes,
our
she
sister
is.
Jamila
My
Woods.
girl.
Introduce her. Please.
No introduction for
I
this
know
woman
this
here.
woman here is off the
No,
chain.
not at all.
Charlene, what can we say
For
about
those
this
who
woman?
don't
here?
say?
not
For
Charlene.
those
Because Charlene is out of control today.
She's out of control all the time.
I got excited. We're talking about stuff I like. I mean, sorry, really.
Yeah, of course.
But you know, Dr. Jamila, guys, we are so excited to have her be with us at a crucial time in history as this, when we're dealing with mental illness, but we're also dealing with it from the standpoint of in the church, all right? And it's not ironic that a pastor committed suicide this week.
Right.
And
I saw that.
Yeah, and it was not a good thing, but he actually said he has these thoughts going in his head, but loving guy, giver, but he was suffering with bipolar, and that wasn't a mystery to his congregation. But the mystery was, how could a Christian commit suicide? And guys, we have a wonderful guest here, our very own, who can explain all this to us because she does a program every single year, and she brings the cream of the crop there to talk about just that. This is Dr. Jamila Woods.
Well, see, that's it, not Charlene. That she done made that right? I said not Charlene, but they didn't listen
We didn't listen to it. We apologize. But you have been such an awesome sister. You're in our circle. We have 2 of our awesome sisters, can you say, Peggy, from Sisters for Sisters Network. And not only that, we have this awesome, come on, Peggy, who is this lady?
That's another doll, baby.
This woman here
Y'all are
I
sweet.
adopt all
You
of
are
them,
sweet.
really.
You adopt all of them.
All of them.
This
She
is our
kidnaps.
girlfriend for life, our sister
Yes.
for life,
Yes.
Jennifer Jones.
Jennifer
Bryant.
Jones.
Say hi to the people.
Hey! Y'all just met Mr. Goodpiece. We were talking about vajayjays. We were talking vagina monologue.
Honey.
Dr. is going to heal all of us. She's going to pray for all of us.
We
All
are
of
keeping
it.
it real.
No, what you don't see is the young man that's sitting over in the corner. Man, these ladies are off the chain.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Remain virgins, guys. Wait till
Let's
you're
get back
married.
pious.
Yes.
So anyway, have these two lovely sisters here to join us today to talk about some things that we must deal with. But on the for real side, ladies and gentlemen, we have to continue to talk about this. It's not going anywhere.
That's right.
It's been here for a long time, and we have shied away from it. You dare not talk about this subject at church.
Oh, wow.
You dare not bring this up, even at home.
That's what I'm
Mama,
saying.
you
Not
asked
even at
Mama,
the kitchen
you
table,
couldn't
you
even
didn't have a
talk about
conversation
it.
like this.
You couldn't have a conversation.
It was it. It was
This-
it.
It was like, and this is why a lot of our young girls got in trouble.
Yeah.
Because they were curious.
Right.
They wanted to go out and find out what somebody else was telling them. That they wasn't hearing it at home or from someone that they felt. And as soon as you may have talked about it, Mom, where you get that from? Because our moms were in the older days, you know how moms were. They wanted to
Very
protect us, I
protective.
guess.
Yeah.
Very protective. They didn't want us to hear things before our time.
Exactly.
But because of that, we dealt with some crazy folk.
Right.
Yeah.
We weren't prepared to deal with the crazy.
That's right.
And when we talk about domestic violence, our mamas was probably getting beat up and dealing with situations, but
Of
they
course.
wanted to
Yeah,
not
the
tell us.
perpetrators
course.
didn't even, they knew that. So
Yeah.
that's why they could exist.
Yeah,
They knew it wasn't talked about.
exactly.
They knew it.
And so overall, we had to bring this subject because you all know I have a production, Then Sings My Soul, talk about domestic violence. It's a musical with a message on that. And God gave it to me. I didn't wake up one morning and said I wanted to do it, but I was totally just taken aback when I understood the fact that it was so real. When I was a young girl, I had to deal with it, but I shied it away from myself. I didn't want to accept it because I wanted to be accepted. You know, yeah. So you want to be accepted, but you don't want to accept what you need to deal with for your life or who you are. So I was living something that I wasn't able to share. So I shied away from it. You know what I mean? And so we have to talk about this because we're now even dealing with our young ladies while we're trying to deal with them. Because if we don't do it, who's going to do it?
That's right. Some man will do it
Some
for
will
them.
introduce it to them. And
Or
this
some
is
woman.
at a yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I
right.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's
I've
real
talked
talk.
to some ladies who said that.
Yeah.
You know, so this is just really a conversation. We're going to have a conversation with our two sisters, with our sisters on the panel, of course, Peg and Charlene. Charlene brought it up about who she saw and what was going on Dr. Oz. We were going to talk about that. This is our topic of discussion in reference to the allegations of R. Kelly. It has been a topic that's been going on since the beginning of the year, but guess what? This has been going on for a while. It just came back to resurface
Yeah.
That's
itself
right. That's right.
because it's been going on. But that's not the only thing. There are many other R. Kellys out there. We're not focusing just on him
Right,
per
exactly.
se, but the fact of the matter, it hurts us because it's our black brother who is doing this to our sisters, our babies.
Our babies.
Our babies, our young ladies who made a decision, made a choice, and now they're not in a position to deal with how they can come out of it. You can get in it, but how do you get out of it?
Get out of it, yeah.
So I like that you said that, and you and I kind of chatted about this over the phone. We need to look at the whole picture, the
Yes,
entire
okay.
picture,
Come on with
and
it.
about breaking the cycle, right? So yes, we have our babies. We want to protect our babies, but we also have to deal with the mental illness because there's a nexus to
Absolutely,
domestic
positively.
abuse or sexual assault. There's a nexus there.
We can't separate them.
We
and that's
can't
the problem.
separate the two
That's
of
right.
them, and you can take what they say, people who are hurt other people.
That's so true.
And so part of breaking that cycle is getting to the root
Yes.
of the issue in the matter and having the real conversation.
So the real conversation, Dr. Reverend Jamila, what is going on mentally? Because there is some underlying mental stuff going on here. It has to be.
And
This
see,
is
that's the
not
piece
normal.
that we don't like to look at. And even when we talk about R. Kelly, if you go back and do the homework, R. Kelly talked about his own trauma
Yeah.
Yes.
and the things that he went through as a young person.
Yes.
And we don't realize, as you just said, hurting people hurt people. That a lot of times a lot of times, let me just back this up. Every time, the underlying issue that causes people to hurt people is that mental imbalance.
Correct.
Right? People who are doing things that we think are absolutely unbelievable, absolutely unacceptable. Everything that we see, these beautiful ladies in this room, this beautiful room, everything that we experience begins with a thought.
That's right.
It all starts in the mind. And the interesting thing is that we as people pay more attention to how we look. We pay more attention to how we present, to what we have. Some of us even pay more attention to our physical body than we do to our mind. And the mind is the driving force of everything that we do.
That's right.
And we go to the doctors, and if we have a pain,
That's right.
if something is wrong, physically, we go to the doctors. How many of us can honestly say, when's the last time, Charlene, you went to the doctor and said, I need you to check my head out. I need you to make me understand that what's going on is my mind, in my mind is okay. I tell people, and I say this over and over again, if you go to a doctor and he does an annual physical, and he does not do any type of an assessment to engage your mind, then you are not receiving a complete physical.
Right.
Did you hear what I just said?
I heard
See,
that.
because there's
I
only
agree.
one health.
Wow.
That's right.
Did y'all hear me? There's only one health. That one health is comprised of physical and mental components. You can't have one without the other.
The other.
Can I say that one more again? I
Say
know
it
we're not
again.
in church, but after the
No, no,
vagina
no,
monologues,
no,
I just
no,
know
no,
to
That's
bring
right.
it.
I feel like we need to
Let the church say amen.
Amen.
And we need to talk about the vagina in the church. Yes, I did say that.
That's right.
But anywho, and you know what? That is what causes us to have some of the challenges that we have, because the things that we've made taboo, we've made mental health a taboo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so we have this stigma and this shame associated with mental health. And so a lot of times these people who are hurting
Well, you
have their own
truth
challenges.
be told, there are ministers in the church who are tapping young girls.
Yes.
They're tapping. Okay.
She said tapping. Okay, she was being cute.
She was being cute, but
She was
yeah,
being cute.
that was nice. This is a PG version, but
Yeah, it is. And we're going to take a quick
Yeah.
break right quick, but we're going to come back and we're going to deal with this a little bit. We're going to
Yes.
talk about some more things on the other side of this break. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Daryl from Chrysalis for Wealth.
And I'm Alicia. At Chrysalis for Wealth, also known as C4W, our mission is to transform local communities one individual, one family at a time by just teaching some basic financial principles.
We're particularly focused on the ordinary individual, you know, the average hard-working Joe who just can't seem to make their money work to grow and become financially secure.
You see, we find that everyone's not having that same conversation at the dinner table. We believe it's important that we level the playing field and ensure that all have the opportunity for financial success.
At C4W, we specialize in education through a wide array of services. We teach our clients to become financially secure, responsibly insured, and tax-wise.
Contact us. Let us be your fit team.
We're back. I just want to say, put a disclaimer out there that we are allegedly, things that we may say allegedly.
Correct.
We're going to be speaking about today, and it'll be the R. Kelly situation, among other things that are related to that matter, okay? So we wanted to put that out there.
All right.
Make sure that happened.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So, as I was saying earlier, everything that takes place in our lives begins with a thought. And I made the statement, I'm going to make it again, that when you go to the doctor and have a physical, if that doctor does not ask you questions that specifically relate to your mind and your mental status and capacity, you're not receiving a complete physical. Can I tell you that?
I believe that. I'm glad you said it again.
And you're not.
We have this emphasis. You know, when I go, everywhere I go and I do mental health workshops and I do the mental health training, and I always ask people, the first question I ask everyone in the house is, how many people in here have ever suffered from a mental disorder? And how many in here have ever, in the room right here, in the studio, have ever suffered? But believe it or not, you guys are the exception, because most of the time, a very few people raise their hands and acknowledge that. And then I ask the question, how many people in here have ever been stressed have ever had stress, been stressed out? And everybody raises their hand, and I said, stress is 100% mental.
Mental.
Right.
Stress is 100% mental. Now let's back that up. How many of us have heard the term stress kills?
Yes.
Stress kills.
Yes.
Stress can cause heart attacks and strokes and arthritis and lupus.
Subconsciously
and
stress.
Stress. What do you mean?
Because some people
Stress.
feel like I'm not stressed, but in the inside,
They probably the most stressed.
Right, but they want to admit that they're stressed. They may not feel like they're really stressed, so
it's intangible. But it's there.
Well,
But
can I
it's
tell
there.
you something that the other thing
'Cause
that
it ain't
people
like you
don't
run
realize?
around like you I'm stressed.
Well, let me explain something. There's two kinds of stress.
Okay.
There's the kind of stress that overwhelms you and makes you feel bad, but there's also the stress that comes from excitement.
Right.
It comes from great joy. There
It can be
are
good
stressors.
stress.
There's
That's
good
the
stress, and
okay.
there's bad stress.
Yeah,
But let's be for certain, everyone
Everyone.
who lives and breathes deals with
Stress.
Absolutely.
Some of us deal with it differently. Some of our bodies handle it differently. But we all deal with stressors. I was at a wonderful gala with some of you wonderful ladies on last night. And over again, we heard the theme of women who were young, who had thriving careers, who had it all going on. Some were in excellent physical shape. Some of them were at the height of their careers. And what happened? They had a heart attack. You know, they had a stroke. They were from stressors. And sometimes you may not feel like you're stressed. You hear the people talk about, I can't sleep. I'm up all night long. I don't sleep because I got these great ideas and I'm working. Boom.
You stress.
It's not that much in the world.
Something is wrong. If you can't get some rest and get some sleep and your body is not balanced.
Well, what I want to do, I want to ask you. I know you're out speaking a lot.
Yes.
And you speak to a lot of young ladies as well. Can you tell us some of the topics and the things that you deal with relative to in this particular area?
So a lot of times, a part of my business as the executive founder of Reaching Within an Empowerment Journey, right? Because you spoke a lot about people raising their hands and audiences talking about stressors and all of that. The key to what I do when I go out there and help folks with their career and coach them and serve as their resilient coach is that people are not dealing with self.
Say it. Say it.
So that's why they can't raise their hand, because they have not done the hard work to say that I am in this place right here and right now. So what I do is I go out there and I ask those powerful coaching questions and have them to uncover things about themselves that they didn't know. And so the key is that they're showing up as their best self when they go to work because they've done that exploratory work on self. And so let me rewind a little bit too. So in my book, Overcoming Personal Challenges to Achieve Professional Success, I talk about having to live in a household with a mom who suffered from bipolar and schizophrenia. That was a hard road to take on. And at the age of 17, while in high school, it was lonely because I had to actually leave the household because my mom threw bullets at my door and said that she would kill me if I tried to kill her or poison her again. And so back then, and even now today, she was a Christian, devout Christian, and could not talk about it in the church, she refused to take medicine because our God will heal me.
Well, see, that's the whole thing in itself. People don't, it's medicated. They don't want to take medication. They're on medication. They may not even be consistent with medication.
Correct.
So it's all of these various things that are that dealing with the mental, because this definitely, like you said, starts with a thought. And a lot of people react on what they've gone through in their early years, and then they grow up with it, and no one really, deal with it. Let me say something quickly. We have to really wrap it up. I really want us to come back next time and talk about this. But our brother R. Kelly, they had the hashtag silent his music, and he wasn't. They were really going hard, and they're still going hard. He needs some help.
He does.
He's been needing help.
Yeah.
Someone needs to address this brother and get it done. because these young girls went into a situation and now they're brainwashed. It's no way a parent should not have to see their child and haven't seen their child in a couple of years. That is just devastating. If I couldn't see my child, I don't know what the heck. Mental. Here we go, mentality here.
Yeah, but also look at the fact, it's not only him, it's his brother.
Yeah.
It's his sister.
And that's
and
where
it's
it
probably
began.
the whole family.
Yeah.
The whole family needs to be looked
Yeah,
at.
everything needs to be looked at, and people are not touching. So here we go with allegedly there are some things happening that money probably is dealing with because it's involved. We don't want to do things and deal with it because there's money involved. And our young girls got to get to a point where you got to stop looking at the things externally and you're getting hyped, or parents thinking, oh, my child's going to make it. You get it with a star, iconic music person, and they're going to make you a star, and you're going to be making money. No, 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 no. That is not what's happening. R. Kelly is a brilliant man.
Yes,
he is so brilliant. His music is brilliant.
It is.
He has so much. That boy is anointed.
He's talented. He really is.
No, he really is.
Yeah, he really
He's
is.
anointed. You don't know if to say hallelujah, thank you, Jesus on some of his stuff, or he's going out grinding you and touching you on his couch the next moment.
Well, I'm going to use the word of God because the gifts come before repentance.
And gifts come before, and absolutely. So we want to say to our ladies out there, we got you. Four Sisters Live. We want to acknowledge our sister has a show. Quickly tell us about your show.
Okay, so I do every Monday, I do something called Conversations on Faith and Mental Health on Jams Rock Radio. You can go there at www.jamsrockradio.com every Monday at 8 o'clock p.m. Also, I'm a certified mental health first aid instructor. I have a class coming up on February the 23rd at Greater Mount Nebo AME Church in Bowie, Maryland.
Is that a certificate training?
This is a certificate training. I provide you with a 3-year certification. This is a national and international certification. I'm so excited now that people have started sending me job applications that ask, do you have mental health first aid instead of just CPR and first aid? And then I have, so this is a youth class coming up February at Greater Mount Nebo in Bowie. And then in April, I'm doing a class at Spirit of Excellence Family Life Ministries in Waldorf, and that's an adult class. So you can get certified both in a youth and adult mental health first aid. And for sisters, we're going to do the network. We're going to do a training ourselves. We're going to sponsor it. Yes.
About your book, girl.
This is about doing that exploratory work, 30 days of exploratory work. I give you some positive affirmations, inspirational thoughts, and this is interactive. So you're not just getting a blank sheet of page. You're going to have to do some homework.
So we enjoyed ourselves today. You know, we got to go over here to music. We got to get out of here. But next week, we'll be right back here on Four Sisters Live. What time is it, y'all? It's time for you. So walk in your purpose and prosperity. We'll be back next week.
What they said.